Hi, my name is Regan. I'm 41 years old, and this is another snippet of Regan's Random Rants. I had lupus for 25 years and self-healed. Lupus is not just an immune system thing. Lupus is a whole body thing. Lupus is your mind and your spinal cord, your central nervous system, communicating, telling your body to attack, which causes inflammation in the body. In order to heal from lupus, you need to reverse that inflammation and you need to calm your spinal cord and your mind, which together form your central nervous system. You need to calm your central nervous system and you need to remove inflammation. Healing from lupus comes when you have removed that inflammation and removed the constant autoimmune of always being stuck on attack. Your central nervous system thinks that it is always in danger and there is always a threat and it's always ready to square up. 10 toes, baby. Your central nervous system has become ghetto AF. It's like a fucking gangster now, yo. It needs to be reformed. That is when you will heal from lupus. When you remove your inflammation and you calm your gangster ass central nervous system down. Now, if you have a central nervous system that is always on, it is always in fight or flight to the point that your body starts to break down, calming it doesn't mean it's gonna just instantly regulate. There is a high chance that even after you heal from lupus and you are now testing negative from lupus, your central nervous system will still be highly sensitive. You will basically roll into complex PTSD or CPTSD, probably. This is improvement. This is the healing journey. So check it, your amygdala, which is in your brain, your HPA axis, which just think of it as like communication that goes up and down the spine, and your vagus nerve, odds are they will be hypervigilant, which is an improvement from being always on. It's like your central nervous system's smoke alarm is just way too sensitive. We all know how annoying smoke alarms are. So even though the inflammation is gone, the wiring that learned to respond with panic is still there. And in high-stake moments, high-stress moments, life's natural high-stress moments, odds are your body will instantly default to survivor mode. In other words, your body's gonna get ghetto right quick. So the lupus is gone, the inflammation is gone, you're not always on, but now you just got a ghetto side. In the past, your body would freeze and shut down. Flare. After you heal, odds are you will now go into fight or flight. This shift actually means that healing has happened and is still happening. You will have energy and movement instead of collapse into a flare. If you go from always being on to only going on when there's a high stressor, there's a chance that when you do go on, your body won't down-regulate quickly. So it might get locked in activation again, but just for a little while, like just for that day, or maybe 48 hours. Because when a normal life big stressor, like a car accident, a big fight, some sort of trauma being triggered, when a normal life stressor like that happens, that causes cortisol and adrenaline to rush your system and you to go into fight or flight, which would be a normal response in that situation. Those stress hormones don't get shut off right away like they're supposed to. A healthy regulated nervous system, after the threat is gone, regulates. There's a chance that you might still be a bit dysregulated. The threat is gone, the car accident is over, everybody is fine, but your central nervous system is like, we're still in danger, yo. This is called an impaired vagal brake. Now, long term, if you stayed up here long term, inflammation's gonna return. That's how you fed your lupus to begin with. But now your inflammation is under control. You've put in the work. So you're not gonna get the autoimmune response that used to come with a high stressor flare. But your stress circuitry is still gonna be a little touchy. Think of it like you turned off the fire, but the fire alarm is still going off. So at this point, the lupus is healed. So your healing is no longer about diet. Again, this is why I continuously try and stress the small role exterior things play in healing. Now, your healing is about nervous system rewiring. This is all internal work, baby. It's a slower process, but totally possible for anyone. You want to work on vagus nerve activation, gradual exposure to small stresses, which means you don't want to be a person that is always comfortable and plays it safe and never has any stress ever because you can't handle stress. No, baby, you got to start learning how to handle stress, bits at a time, one digestible bite at a time. Somatic trauma work and post-incident decompression, meaning after the situation happened, after the car accident, after the huge stressor happened, intentionally working on calming your central nervous system down. Talk to yourself, do breath work. But baby, talk yourself down as if you were your own parent and allow yourself to express emotions. It's good to be able to cry, scream, rage, not in a way that's toxic and hurts people, but in a way that just lets it out instead of freeze, mute, flare. So if you are having large emotional reactions where you didn't used to before, babe, that's called progress. You're feeling your feelings. You're like becoming a person. Your body's system is learning how to take in that energy and land back safe. You're learning to fly. That's a regulated state. You're the regulator.